In today's episode, Toyota, Skull Emoji, and Egg. The average motorcycle doesn't weigh more than 700 pounds or 300 kilograms. But what if I told you that this creation weighs more than my Miata? It has 48 cylinders in 6 straight 8 blocks. The total displacement? Just shy of 4.2 liters. And even though I couldn't find a video of this bike moving, it was apparently drivable. I just don't want to know what would happen if you lost balance on that thing. Cooking on your car in the summer heat is a bad idea. And no, it's not because of the food poisoning. Did you know that some drag racing tracks have marshals that show you in which direction you need to drive? The Porsche GT3 RS is in itself an insane car, but what happens if you slap its engine into a autocross buggy? Well, this is exactly what this guy did. The Volvo Bv 202 is something that I would not expect Volvo to ever build. It is a tracked, articulated, all-terrain vehicle developed by Volvo for the Swedish army. The stuff this thing can pull off is mind-blowing. Here is something that is only possible to do with Miatas, since I would argue that there is no other car with pop-up headlights that is so widely available. In my opinion, the coolest sleeper you can buy from the factory is the Audi S6 Avant, specifically the third generation with a V10 engine. Yes, the Germans managed to fit a V10 engine into this thing and restrained themselves from adding any spoilers, wide body kits and so on. Amazing. In my opinion, this is one of the best, if not the best, Lamborghini replica. This guy from Poland built a Lamborghini Aventador on a Audi R8 base. It took him 5 years to build it with his father. Here we go again. Guess this car by the sound. This is an Audi A6 with a 4.2 V8 engine. Just when you thought a double shift mechanism was complicated, check this out. To explain this, it will take me 2 business days, so I will instead just tell you what each stick does. Left stick is the overdrive selector, middle stick is the standard gear selector, and the right stick is the range selector. If this was built to not have distracted drivers, we should implement this in every new car. What if you combine V8 sound and performance with a lightweight and nimble Miata? Well, to me, this would be the perfect car. Here is one with a 1UZ V8 from a Lexus LS400.
Go on, Owen!
Here is something the world needs more of. A old car filled with modern solutions. In this case, it is a BMW E30 with a 1000 horsepower M50 engine from a later generation, coupled with a dual clutch transmission. In 1984, Cadillac introduced the 864 engine. It was supposed to lower the fuel consumption by shutting off 2 or even 4 cylinders out of the total 8. But, as you may have expected, this system was not only totally unreliable, but also really slow and the opposite of smooth. The reason for that was the lack of computing power. To keep those cars drivable, most of them were converted to a permanent 8-cylinder function. Here is one of the last working cars with that system.
So on the display here I'm showing that I'm running into this 4-cylinder mode, now 8, because there's a bit of a bump here. I'm climbing a little hill. Now I'm in 6-cylinder mode. This mode is a bit weird because you feel the engine's a bit rough.
Do you like German sports wagons, but the Audi RS6 is too expensive? What about its small brother, the Volkswagen Passat R36? It may not have as much power or prestige, but if you like the typical Nissan V6 trumpet exhaust, this may be the perfect car for you. People say that some racetracks are too dangerous to drive on, but I don't see anyone complaining about how dangerous hill climbs and rallies are, especially in a Norma M20, which costs a measly 100,000 euros and screams like a classic Formula 1 car. I am not sure if this is true, but apparently this DeLorean has had his original engine swapped with a Nissan VQ engine, found in cars like the 350Z. A very interesting combination if you ask me. When I saw this video of this Toyota stuck in the sand, I thought it was game over. But I was dead wrong.
Romo, baby. There she goes. Romo. Good luck, Romo, baby. Woo! Toyota! Yes!
How do you end a car meet with style? Obviously with a AK-47 tune madness. As a small thank you for watching my video until the end, here's an interesting fact. Did you know that kangaroos can't walk backwards? Also, consider checking out my second channel where you can see stuff like this. Just click right here if you want to check it out. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.